Okay, this is for the overdrive switch not working on an F150, years 97 to 03, including the 04 heritage. Okay, now I figured out what was going on. This is the old shifter. I don't know if you can see it in the sunlight, but the wire is exposed and rubbed on the ignition switch inside here. The wire rubs and burns through and shorts out on this piece right here. So what you have to do, you have to take the top piece of plastic off of your column. It's right here. Okay, to get this off, you have to pull your tumbler out. Here's my ignition tumbler, it's right here. There are 3 screws underneath on the bottom piece. One over here, one over here, and one right here. This is an access hole to get your tumbler out. What you do is you put your key in the ignition, turn the key to the run position, and if you look up inside here, there's a little hole right there. That hole will have a little BB in it. With your key in and in the run position, you can push that BB in and the tumblers will slide right out. With those 3 screws out, you can finesse that top piece out of the top of the ignition. With that done, then there's this pin right here. This retainer pin holds the shifter linkage in. This piece will slide in right in there. This pin will be pointing down in that hole. You'll have to pound it out right here. Drive it out and you pull it out the rest of the way. That will let you remove the old shifter and the old overdrive switch. With that out, there's 3 plastic retainer clips in here. 2 on the top, one right here, and one further back inside, and then one up underneath. It's kind of hard to see. I used a long flathead screwdriver and just broke it to get the wire out. With that done, you could tie a string to the old switch, or the old wire, the other end of it. See if we can light it up for you. It's a 3-wire switch, a 3-wire plug. Can't really see it, but the brake pedal arm goes up, and when it goes right next to the column, you follow the column back, and there's a little plastic deal with a 3-wire switch, or 3-wire socket. You could unplug that, tie your string around it, pull the old wire out, then you have the string exposed up here. Take the old wire out, tie the new wire onto the string, pull the string back down through the bottom, and then you can put the wire back on the plugs, run it down through, plug it in, finish putting your pin on. The manual says do not use the old pin. I'm saying fuck it, I'm using the old pin. I don't care. It's only a Ford, right? They can't get the wire right. Why do we need to put a new plug in there? With that plug in, and you got to push this bezel back on. No screws hold this little rubber piece on. It just pushes on a little pin down in here, and on the side it slides in. With your new $60 part bought and installed, you come down here, fuse panel, pull your fuse panel out, get your removal tool, and there's a 5-amp fuse. I already replaced it, figuring it was just a fuse, but no, it's the wire shorting out and bad. Pull your old fuse out, I don't know if you can see it, but it is burnt out. Let's see if we can get it. It's bad. But anyway, put your new 5 amp fuse back in there. I still gotta go get mine. Put your fuse panel back together. Put your column back together. And you can start the car and you'll have overdrive again. Thank you, Ford.